Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Starry Tarot. I know this is a different setup. This is actually, I'm at my parents' house this weekend, stopping by and saying hi. Um, welcome, everybody. Happy Saturday night. I know I haven't been on in I think the last time I was on was, it's been a busy week. Was it Wednesday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday, I think it was. So it's been a little while, but good to see y'all. Welcome. Hello, E. How are you? And thank you. The new loading message. Yeah, that's actually the old loading message, but thank you so much. So I can answer any of your questions that you may have tonight, with the exception of medical and or legal questions. I don't have my card cam tonight, unfortunately, so you guys won't be able to actually see the cards on the table as usual. But I will, of course, be lifting up every card as I read it. Ooh, oh dear, that's funny. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so my Starry Eyed Tarot YouTube account is not a premium account. My primary account is premium, but this one isn't. I'm not gonna pay for something that I have to work on. Um, 2 days ago, an ad for some Jesus camp came up, and just now an ad for a psychic hotline came up. I think that's a little more apropos than Jesus stuff, but whatever. I'm not in control of that. So yes, I can answer any of your questions tonight, with the exception of medical and or legal questions. I am also. I probably shouldn't move that closer because now it's going to distort that. Okay. I am also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. If that is something that you are interested in, please let me know. I cannot communicate with absolutely everyone who has passed on, for a certain number of reasons. Reincarnation, sometimes people are not able to communicate with me. Um, and sometimes it's just about time. Sometimes they're not able to communicate with me at that time, but then I'll try a month later and they're available. So I do like to check in before I commence with those readings if that is something that you are interested in. But chances are we will be able to get in touch with them. I've only had maybe like 5%. Tickets for overstaying 2-hour parking lately. I wonder if I can get a reading to guide me to better parking. ChatGPT can't help you with that. Helps me with that all the time. I've found some gems of parking spots in my neighborhood that I wouldn't have known if I hadn't have asked her. She was good about it too. I also asked one of my roommates, but they were also very helpful. But yeah, I don't know if that's really something the tarot could answer, my friend. That would be hyper specific. But I'm sorry about the tickets. I thought you said you were gonna get a paid parking spot at the garage. I also offer soulmate confirmation readings. If some, and it doesn't have to be romantic at all. Oftentimes it is, but sometimes it's not. It could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be an animal. Um, we have many soulmates in this life, and if you are curious if somebody in your life is one, I can confirm or deny that for you. If it's a yes, I can even go into the context and whatnot. Garbage sold out till next year. Garbage sold out till garage. Sorry, got it. The garage is sold out till next year. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. There isn't another one near there. I guess that's kind of a tough area, huh? But I would imagine there would be another one, right? I guess it's kind of far. Can you put a spell on them to make them give one to me, or is that a different service? We'll do it extra. I don't do spell work. E, I'm sorry. I as much as I would love to cast a spell against that entity, which I won't mention for fear of doxing, I can't do that. Sorry. Um, but good luck and Godspeed to you on that. Yeah, can't really think of any parking hacks other than finding another garage, which might be a little farther from you. I also do past life regression readings. I've been studying past life regression therapy since I was very small. One of the first books I ever read was Past Life Regression Therapy by Helen Wambach. Rest in peace. She was a practitioner here in Walnut, well, not here, but here in Walnut Creek. And she's no longer with us. She was amazing. She was on Oprah. That's actually how my parents found out about her. She was on Oprah. And she was a very well-established therapist for many, many, many years. Psychoanalyst, psychotherapist. And I believe she was working in the military, and I forget the entire exact story, but there were basically several patients she was working with who were reporting having these visions of historical events and historical or anthropological and sociological things that they had never studied before, that upon fact checking were actually correct. So she dove deeper into it, and it became this whole thing. I myself regress people using tarot. I also do regression. I started doing regression through meditation, guided meditation. I have been put under hypnosis. That's another method, hypnosis, meditation. But I've never put anyone else under hypnosis. But I've been put under hypnosis with past life regression, so I've undergone it myself. I've put under people. I've put other people. I've guided other people through past life regression, and I can guide you as well. And the past life in question doesn't have to be the one that's most relevant to your current life right now. It could also be one that your spirit guides really feel that you should know about. And we have many, many past lives too. That's the other thing. So there's a lot that we can learn from all of our past lives for sure. And that is really the gain from past life regression therapy is what we learn and how we can apply it to our life right now. I also I answer a lot of romance questions. I answer all types of questions. Like I said, I can answer any of your questions. I don't do spell work, but I can answer any of your questions. And oftentimes people ask about other people in their lives, how someone thinks about them, or how they feel about them, or what their intentions are towards them. Well, I have a spread that answers all three of those. So you can always just ask, what someone's thoughts are towards me. I'm happy to answer just that, or we can do the TFI spread or the OG love reading, as I need to change my Nightbot blurb too, in which we get their thoughts, their feelings, and their intentions towards you, as well as your general energy towards this connection and the other person's general energy towards you in this connection. I also offer private readings. They're not offline, they're still online, but they are not over this live stream. I offer two different types, either over Instagram DMs. I do voice memos, and those are no additional donation amount. They're the same amount as it says here at the top of the chat. And I also do written email private readings. And then the second option is one-on-one Zoom appointment with me. That is by appointment only. If you would like to schedule that, please email me or message me over Instagram. This is my Instagram. Everyone should go follow me. You can reach out to me on there, and we can schedule a one-on-one private reading with me and you. And the way that works is I have my card cam. You see that over Zoom. It's basically like the normal live streams that I do, in which I have my face and the card cam, so you can see both, hear me, and oh dear, no, that's a bummer. Okay. Anyway, so yes, we can answer as many questions as you need, and especially if you're dealing with something particularly multifaceted and complex that has multiple layers to it, backstory, context that you need to provide. The one-on-one readings are always ideal. One sec. I don't need everyone seeing me blow my nose, so that's going to be my go-to backup scene today. If I need to hide my face for whatever reason. Yeah, I think that's about it. That is my spiel. So the donation queue is currently open, so whoever donates first will be next. I know I'm on a bit later, a lot later than I normally go on, but today was just a busy day. Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm out at my parents' house. So yes, we are online. Donations are open, and whoever donates next will be read for next. Thank you so much. No, she didn't. She's just hiding behind a screen right now because she's texting. Wait, what? What about this makes? What about this screen renders me a real psychic at this point? You can probably hear why I'm hiding my face. It's like black magic vanishing into thin air. I guess, but watch this. Oh my god! And then watch this. I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm super magical. It's pretty wild. Absolutely. And I'm sure you're definitely an authority on that too. But you're onto something there. You're definitely onto something. I'm sorry. I apologize for blowing your mind. Sometimes it does need to be blown. Sometimes our minds need to be open. That doesn't make any sense. Is E going to be a tomato for Halloween? Are you going to be a tomato still? If you're not, you should. Or maybe you should ask Spirit if you should be a tomato for Halloween. Can the spirits help me pick healthy groceries at Whole Foods, and specifically a nice type of apple? I don't think that's something spirits can really help with. I was at Whole Foods earlier today, but I did not purchase apples, so, and I'm not the hugest fan of apples. So I don't know what's like good this season, or what they have. Healthy groceries. I was trying to find lentil chips. I still can't find those damn lentil chips anywhere. It's driving me bonkers. I forget the name of the brand, but yeah. Oh, and anything by Urban Remedy is always really good too. I used to live by an Urban Remedy when I was a vegan. Marin, that was very convenient. But you're not vegan, as far as I know. Um, but they have yummy stuff. They have a really good. Oh, if you want a really good dessert-y, go to the Urban Remedy section, and there's this chocolate mousse that's just made of raw cacao. It's amazing. Yeah, Urban Remedy is always a good idea. And then my second favorite is the Blue Magic Shake. Tastes like blue bubblegum. So yummy. I had one of those yesterday. So that's what I would recommend. Maybe I'm channeling spirit though. That's possible because I'm so magical. And they have some pretty good cheeses too right now. I was trying to find that one, um, the one that we found was it I think it was called Borbies or something. I thought it was exclusively made in France. It might be. Someone told me that I could find it here. And we just received a donation from Miss Wendy Girl. Hey, thank you so much for your donations, love. Good to see you again this evening, sweetheart. Thank you. I don't have my bell on me, so I can't hook you up with a ring. Um, but I'm gonna add you to the queue. I'm gonna start the queue. All right, girlie, you got 2 questions. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel really like crunchy right now, and I feel like kind of like granola in my my flannel, but I kind of love this flannel. I used to wear this flannel with when I was in my Annie Hall era. Rest in peace, Diane Keaton. Oh my god. When I was in my Annie Hall era, I used to rock this with rose tinted lenses and a tie. I don't really have that much fun. I don't really get into it that much anymore. But thank you. That's so sweet of you, Wendy. Thank you. How can I help? Bit of a different setup, but as I told you, I'm over at my parents' house this weekend, and they made me dinner as good parents do, and it was so yummy. This is so funny. I get the funniest at What's the general energy around Samuel coming back, and how do I navigate all this with him being back? Yeah, I know. I when you dropped that news, girl, I was just like, oh my goodness. Oh dear. Hold on one sec. We're buffering. Oh, but we're back. Oh no. I hope I didn't lose my connection. Okay, we're back. We're back. I know it's my laptop, girl. I need to find a new microphone. I need to figure out how. I got a microphone for I thought was what I thought it would be for my laptop for the holidays last year, but it didn't work on my laptop. So I need to find one. I need to research one. I need to get it. Um, and I'm going to get off of my Wi-Fi here because I feel like it's draining this, and I don't want this to go down. Okay. So I'm just going to speak a little louder. I need to project my voice. Okay. All right, honey. Let's get into this. So what's the general energy around Samuel coming back? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is the general energy around Samuel returning? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is the general energy around Samuel returning to the U.S.? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is the general energy about Samuel returning to the U.S. and Wendy's job? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is the general energy around Samuel returning to the U.S.? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is the general energy around Samuel returning to the U.S.? I keep on seeing the Three of Pentacles as I'm shuffling. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what's the general energy regarding Samuel returning to the U.S.? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is the general energy regarding Samuel returning to the U.S.? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is the general energy regarding Samuel returning to the U.S.? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is the general energy surrounding Samuel returning to the U.S.? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is the energy surrounding Samuel's return to the U.S.? I wonder if this was decision, if this was his decision, like something that he petitioned for in some way, or if this was placed upon him more. Three of Swords reversed. Here, let me open up my OBS so I can see things. Three of Swords reversed. Five of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Eight of Swords. And the Star reversed. I think he's scared. I think he's scared, hun. Three of Swords reversed and Five of Pentacles. He can't help but think about here. He can't help but think about how badly things ended, or he can't help but remember, or at least like bear in mind at all times, the sour note in which things were left off as when he left. Probably not. I don't think I'm saying that correctly because my brain's not working correctly. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. He left on a sour note, and it was disappointing for him. And to that I say, tough cookies. Like he definitely had his chance to not allow that to have happened, but he did. And he's afraid of that pain not resurfacing because it's at the surface still, but becoming exacerbated once he returns. Yeah, he's feeling. I think he feels like he doesn't have a whole lot of people on his side. He left, leaving things the way he did. I don't know if he had too many friends that were like fellow coworkers that were friends of his that he was kind of close with beyond you, and that was only temporary. But I think he feels rather isolated from from a lot of the people that he's going to be working with again. Again, actually, not again, but this is interesting because I did posit the question a moment ago. I wondered if this was his decision or if it was a decision that your company made. And we have the Two of Wands right in the center here. This is all about decisions. So this is making me wonder if they told him, like, we need you back in the States, and if he's questioning, like, should I go back? Should I stay or should I go? Do I have a choice? Is this something, at the very least, he has to survey his kingdom, so to speak, the land that he's returning to, and which isn't his kingdom, but you know what I mean, surveying the land that he's returning to, the environment he's returning to, and prepare for that. Jessica, hey girl, hey, how you doing? How you doing, baby? He's here to fill in for another engineer that will be gone for a month. Oh, so he's only going to be there for a month. Is that the case? He's only going to be there for a month? Because he's feeling really suffocated and really trapped with this Eight of Swords. This is leading me to believe, yeah, so he's filling in for someone that they need for a month. This is not of his own volition. This is not his choice. If it was up to him, he wouldn't be returning. He really doesn't have a lot of high hopes about this situation with the Star reversed. He also hasn't fully healed. Three of Swords reversed, the Star reversed. Good. Yep, that's the plan. The month. Okay, just that month. Good, I have my daughter here to get some readings. Oh, fantastic. Hi, Monique. Welcome. Yeah, he's not feeling very hopeful at all about this. He's not seeing this as like something that's going to be super duper positive. Like, it definitely has the potential to be, I don't want to say volatile, but triggering. Triggering is the word. How do I navigate all this with him being back? Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with his return? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with his return? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with Samuel's return? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with Samuel's return? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with Samuel's return? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with Samuel's return? Ow, just waxed my elbow. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with Samuel's return? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with Samuel's return? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with Samuel's return? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy navigate all of this with Samuel's return? Thank you so much, Monique, for your donation, love. Should I just add your mom's name for the queue? The project is not going well. Oh dear. Okay, hun. We have Two of Cups. Page of Swords. Seven of Cups reversed. Seven of Swords reversed. Hers is fine. Okay. And the Star reversed. Again with the Star reversed in the exact same position. Don't know if you just caught that, but I did. So how do you navigate this? How do you navigate this? Well, okay. We're going to start with this Page of Swords. I was like, what is this Page of Swords trying to say? I get it now immediately. Now I get what this is trying to say. Page of Swords is about keeping, the Page of Swords always keeps their head above the clouds. Well, in this artwork, their head is below the clouds, but it's supposed to be above the clouds. In the traditional artwork, their head is above the clouds. Despite external forces at play, they maintain their equilibrium, their emotional balance, their intellectual, their mental balance, staying aware, staying vigilant in the ways that you need to, and not allowing him, because it's really about allowing him to get you down. And I know that's easier said than done, because sometimes people just, their behavior or lack thereof is disappointing, and it can be hard to just dismiss feelings. But Spirit is saying Spirit is saying that, yeah, that there really is no, it's not that there's no hope. I mean, that is part of it, but he's also probably going to keep to himself quite a bit with the star reversed. Um, that's another aspect of that card. It's not just that he's feeling hopeless, not or I think pessimistic is a good term to use here. Um, he's feeling pessimistic regarding this, um, and is is planning on it intentionally withholding. Sorry, one moment, love. Yeah, it's like he intends to intentionally withhold energies, communication. I don't think in terms of like a professional sense, he's not going to withhold things from you, like that status report thing, that when you ask for a status report, he wouldn't even give you that. I don't think he's going to be playing that game, but I don't think he's going to be entertaining any notions of fraternizing with you in any way. Yes, yeah, and I think that's his plan too. And I'm seeing that this advice from Spirit with the Seven of Cups reversed. Don't, to not to act as though he's just not there. I know that's easier said than done, but like he's never going to serve the purpose that I don't need to have to feel. Yeah, exactly, and he's afraid of that too. He knows he's going to feel triggered. This whole situation is just not good, but it's work, you know. Um, but yeah, Spirit is saying, to just keep your head down, like, not, keep your head above the clouds, but to not, yeah, not engage with him if he even tries. I don't think he will though. With the Star Reverse card, I do see him really withholding an engagement with you, and not just you, but other folks as well. Um, and I do need some clarity with this Seven of Swords reversed, though. I I think I know what it's trying to say. I think he's going, like, the BS that he projected in the past. He won't be this time. He's going to be pretty silent. He's going to be very, very silent. I mean, I know he had his silent moments. Silent Sam. I know he had his silent moments back, when you were working together. Um, but he's going to be even more, much more so this time around, much more withholding, um, like dropping like pleasantries, and I guess you could call those pretensions as well, but like not even like politeness. Um, the good news here is we do have this Two of Cups, which is symbolizing harmony, um, despite there being discordance around you. Um, you will maintain harmony and peace within yourself and your soul, um, within your mind, within your space, um, within your energies needed to get your work done, as efficiently and amazingly as possible. Um, and also with this Two of Cups, there's a little house in the background. Like, I feel like like, despite him being in your work environment for a month, I don't know when he's coming, but for a month, um, he won't have the power to destruct the general harmony of or I should say peace, I'd say, of the environment as it stands now. I don't think he hates me, but I hope he doesn't resent me. I don't think I certainly don't think he hates you at all, and I also don't think he resents you at all. I think he resents himself, and I think hate's a strong word. He might not hate himself, but he doesn't love himself, doesn't like himself in the slightest, and isn't proud of the way he behaved. I'm not making excuses for him, but he's not proud of the way he behaved. He's ashamed. and wishes that he could just behave differently and that it was easier for him to navigate this stuff, but it's just not. So he doesn't resent you for that. He resents himself. And to that, I oddly can understand. Like, and I say oddly because I never thought I would ever like relate to anything in that man's mind. But for instance, like if I go to a party and I go full introvert that night for whatever reason, I feel very resentful towards myself the next day. You know, I know that's a different situation, but that's the energy that I'm getting from this. Is he's ashamed. He's embarrassed. He's ashamed. He's not proud of the way he behaved, and it's not the first time either. This is typically the way things go when he does have a love interest. He shoots himself in the foot, and it's a pattern, and he's getting older, and it's getting old, and I don't think he knows how to change it. I think the only thing he really knows how to do is like work. He's a good software engineer, right? I think beyond that, he doesn't really know what he's doing. And there is, I feel some shame there. And I'm not trying to like bust out the violin here. I'm not trying to make anyone feel sorry for him or anything. Not at all. He made his bed. He's a grown man. But that's the overall energy that I'm getting is not at all. No ill will towards you. Just fear of pain being exacerbated, re-triggered, pain that's already there, that hasn't resolved itself, that he hasn't healed from, and other people in the office. He's also afraid of other people, excuse me, in the office not liking him because he left everything on such a sour note. Absolutely, exactly. He made his bed. He's a grown-ass man. Like, he should absolutely be held accountable. Like, if he sees this as a problem, he recognizes that this is an issue, and he wants to overcome it. He's what, 30, 31, 32, 33? Go, stop. Get help. Like, do something about it. Like, at least I when I see like something that I do that I don't appreciate, I do my very best to change that freaking behavior because, like no time like the present, and only we can change ourselves. One moment here, one sec. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. We are back. He's 33. Okay. Yeah, there you go. He's 33. Hi, Marissa. You did just donate. Thank you so much for your donation, Marissa. Let me go ahead and add you here. Yeah, he's a grown ass man, He is grown. He should know this. I know it's easier said than done. It's not easy to just turn around and change one's, complete and total behaviors, or especially bad cycles or cyclical bad behaviors, but it's possible. I've done it. Please do, Miss Wendy, please do. And I'll likely message you after I go live tonight because I didn't finish my train of thought earlier if you're still up. But thank you so much, Miss Wendy. Much love and light to you. Miss Monique, welcome to the channel. Welcome. Thank you so much for your donation, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. And don't worry, I'm here. I am here. I'm just hiding my face for one moment. Monique wants to know if Ivan cheated on her. What? Okay. Yeah, yeah. And what's Monique? You're an Aries, and what is Ivan? And we just received a donation from Miss Jessica. Thank you so much, Jessica. Did you want to add this donation to Monique's readings, or is that for you? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? Sure, no problem. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Ivan cheat on Monique? We have the World, the Chariot reversed, Five of Swords, Strength, and Ace of Swords. Monique, have you been having suspicions that he's been communicating with another woman? Because this is what I'm getting here. The answer that I have, that I'm getting right now, is actually a no. He has not physically cheated on you. However, I was just going to say he is talking to someone else. They haven't gotten physical, but they are talking. Ace of Swords. It's the beginning. I think that he has intentions of doing this, because we have Strength here. Strength in the Hermetic deck is lust. Just straight up lustful. However, I get the sense that she's not she's not really on board. I think that he's made advances towards her, and she's pushed him away a couple of times. This Five of Swords, his advances were not met with success. He was defeated. And he was not able to move forward in a physical way with her. Are they still in communication? Yeah, they are. She hasn't cut things off with him. He hasn't cut things off with her. I think they're still talking. Do I think that they will hook up? Not likely. If she's already pushing him away and has pushed him away, I want to say 2 times. I don't think it's going to happen. But they're still talking. I know you said you found deleted messages, but I'm getting a message that they're still in communication. Swords are the realm of communication. We have this Ace of Swords, and we have the World. So they're talking. They're talking still. Do I think they're going to hook up? No. Does he want to? That's what I find to be more problematic here, Miss Monique, is that his intentions are very that's very problematic if those are his intentions. If he if he were if she were to say, hey, yeah, let's hook up, he would take that chance. But I feel like she's been pushing him away. She might flirt back with him from time to time, but I feel like ultimately she doesn't want to get physically involved with him. But I also get the sense that he feels like he can keep pushing. Yeah, this is not good energy, love. I'm really sorry. So the answer is no, they have not, but he wants to. Yeah. That's not good. I'm sorry, love. I'm really sorry. Miss Jessica, Mama. So you made a donation for either two 5-card readings or a 10-card reading for Miss Monique. Monique, would you like a 10-card reading, or do you have 2 more questions? Oh my god, talking is not cheating. No, it's not cheating, but when talking with the intention of cheating, I didn't say that talking was cheating. Did I ever say that? No. I said I actually I explicitly said no, they're not he hasn't physically cheated. I said that they were talking. You're for real? Like that's different. There's an intention. When the other person doesn't know about it. Yeah, that's emotional. I would say that this is emotional cheating. We're at that stage. It's emotional cheating. When that's the intention of one's conversation, yeah. If it has to be hidden, like, no. Good lord. Monique, Jessica, are you still there, loves? That's okay. Was it a Jesus ad this time? I saw a Jesus ad on mine the other day, and then I had one for a psychic hotline earlier. Okay, good. We don't have the Jesus ads. That's not really the right demographic here. So your next question, love. Did you want it to be 5-card? Did you have 2 questions, or did you have 1? Hi, is it pronounced schla or sla? Welcome. 1 question. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup? Okay, so is she planning Esla, welcome Esla. Okay, so Monique is they're planning on breaking up. Okay. I know you guys are like on a break right now, right? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup from Ivan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup with Ivan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup with Ivan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup with Ivan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup with Ivan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup with Ivan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup with Ivan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup with Ivan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup from Ivan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup from Ivan? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup from Ivan? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup from Ivan? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup from Ivan? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup from Ivan? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What does Monique have to look forward to after her breakup from Ivan? Okay, baby girl, we got King of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups. Okay, hell yeah, hell yeah. Woo! Good, good, good. Knight of Swords. Okay. Temperance reversed. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, girl, this is in my opinion, the Star is my favorite card, but the 10 of Pentacles, in my opinion, is the strongest card in the entire deck of 78. So, 3 of Pentacles reversed. 8 of Swords reversed. Yeah, for sure. And Page of Wands reversed. So I know we asked what you have to look forward to after your breakup from Ivan. But when we ask this question, or when I ask this question from tarot, say somebody has a question like, what blessings do I have to look forward to over the next month? I often get, most of the time, the answer is it definitely highlights the blessings, but it will also talk about some of the things that, some possible challenges that you might encounter as well. So we'll start with one of those challenges with this King of Cups reversed. This just makes sense to me. It's a little low if that's fixable. It's not fixable, so I'm just going to have to project as much as I can and maybe get a little closer to the laptop. Is that a little better? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm screaming, but it probably doesn't sound like that at all, so I'm just going to really project my voice. This King of Cups reversed, this is, and you've been with Ivan you and Ivan have been together for a very long time. The King of Cups reversed is a signifier of emotional imbalance. The tide has been pretty calm between you and Ivan for quite a while. But at this time, the tide has turned and it's pretty turbulent. However, the wisdom of the King of Cups is that his throne, even though it's on the ocean, his throne never, despite, no matter how rocky the ocean gets, he never loses balance. He never loses balance. But when it's reversed, sometimes he does lose balance. And the way to not lose balance in this time is to remind yourself that just like the tide, your life is going to have ups and downs. Your relationships are going to have ups and downs. And I know it might just sound, very basic and very trite. And I'm not trying to reduce it to that, like, oh, life has ups and downs, just deal with it. But that is part of this, is that, this is turbulent water. It's unnavigated, uncharted territory. You haven't been single, for a little while now. I think you guys have been together for a few years. I if I'm not mistaken. So it feels very different after being in a long-term relationship and being single for the first time, and I'm seeing all the joys and remembrances of like when one goes back to being single. There's a lot of benefits and there's a lot of just interesting things and just some things to take into account after being with someone, especially living with someone for a very long time, an extended amount of time. This Nine of Wands reversed, I don't believe that the two of you argued very frequently. I don't get that sense, and I don't think I ever heard that story that you guys were very contentious towards one another. But I also feel like even things like, you finding those texts between him and that girl that he's trying to sleep with, I know they haven't slept together, but I stand firmly and I don't know what you read, and you don't have to tell me, but I stand firmly by what I'm seeing here. He has every intention of trying to hook up with her. Um, and it's at the end of the day, when it comes to anything, it's all about one's intentions, you know. um, and worrying about those kind of things, you won't have those worries anymore, you won't have those concerns. um, those will be a thing of the past with this Nine of Wands reversed. Now this is what I'm loving so much, Monique. I am loving this too much. We have this beautiful Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor. He's your new man. I actually don't see you being single. I don't okay. I don't see you jumping into a long-term relationship immediately, and I don't think that that would be a healthy thing to do anyway. But if the right guy comes along and it feels right, so be it. But Spirit is saying that the right guy is coming along, but to take it slowly, to not take it too quickly, because he's going to try. He's good. There's a new guy coming into your life, and he's going to try and move things really, really quickly with this Knight of Swords energy. I've been here before. I've been with Knight of Swords, and they move things really quickly, and it can um, kind of create a castle built on sand type scenario. Um, but you definitely have a suitor coming in, and he is going to really want to settle down with you pretty fast. Like I said, he's not just going to move things quickly with you. He wants to like really have something solid and serious with you pretty quickly. With this, I remember I was mentioning this very powerful Ten of Pentacles card here. Um, this is like ultimate satisfaction and contentment. It's also a family card, harmony card, happy family card, happy home card. But Spirit is saying to take this slowly, and it will, and if you don't take it slowly, it won't be as successful. It might not have any success at all if you don't take it slowly with this Three of Pentacles reversed. If you let him take the helm, hi Austin, if you let him take the helm and take the lead, he's going to move things really, 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 really quickly, and that will be to the detriment of this connection. So just be sure that you be the one to pump the brakes here, and that he makes sure that he, you know, respects your time boundaries here, or your speed boundaries. I see some moments of emotional imbalance with this Temperance reverse. And when I say emotional imbalance, I don't mean someone who is, you know, by definition emotionally imbalanced person, but someone who's been going through a lot of ups and downs. This is a very intense, you've been together for a long time. This is, you know, a breakup. Any breakup is difficult, but the longer that relationship has existed, the harder it is to I don't want to say to heal, but to it just becomes more difficult. Um, you know, as opposed to like say someone who dated for like a month and they break up, it's a lot more difficult. If you've dated for like 3 years, there's a lot more attachments, a lot more binding. Um, so there will be times where you might feel like you want to return to him, and there will be times where he feels like he wants to return to you. But Spirit is saying that ultimately you will be. When I pulled this card, I was just like, oh yeah, no, this makes perfect sense. This Eight of Swords reversed. I see this a lot when people go through breakups that do serve them. You will feel set free in a lot of ways, not just from him. And it's not like he was binding you in a massive way, but in some ways he was. Whether it was intentional or not, I am not sure, but you will have ultimate freedom to do whatever the heck you want, girl, whenever you want, with whomever you want. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. You have nobody to answer to but yourself. And that's definitely one of the beautiful things of being single, I would say. Um, yeah, Spirit is saying um, that this new beginning with this new chap, this Knight of Cups, it could really go either way. They really want to like like hammer that home. And I don't even know, because here's the thing, girl. I don't even know if you're ready to. You might not even feel ready to start a new relationship. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from this narrative that I'm seeing here is you're going to like this Knight of Cups. You're going to like this guy a lot. You're just going to want to take it slower because you don't want to jump into something immediately after you just got out of something. You do want a little bit of time to heal a bit and move on and process things. And that's why Spirit is really like repeating this, like, this is a great connection. This guy's good. We approve of this new guy, but he is going to try and really, really like turbo speed things. And don't let him go speeding down the road. Like, make sure you can like somehow control the speed and slow things down, because if things aren't taken slowly, things are going to blow up. They won't blow up, but they just won't, they won't develop. I feel here's how I feel like I feel like if he moves things really, really fast, I feel like you're going to end up getting the ick in some way. He's going to do or say something that's going to give you the ick in a bad way, and then you're just not going to want to be with him at all when you did want to be with him initially. So just, I can't stress that enough, just to take things as slowly as possible here. Like I said, even if don't let him be in the driver's seat with this Page of Wands reversed. You need to be in the driver's seat here in this situation. You need to have access to the brakes because he is a speed demon, this guy. I don't know who he is. And I think he might be someone. I think this is a brand new person. I don't think this is someone who you know already at all. I think this is a brand new person coming into your life, Monique. But I feel like they do know someone who you know. There's some connect. It's not just some random person's going to come into your life. They do have. I feel like there is some mutual connection with this Knight of Cups and somebody else in your life. So yeah, there's definitely a lot to look forward to here, girl. With your newfound singledom, or soon to be newfound singledom, you will definitely feel very free, very set free, and furthermore, this Eight of Swords, when it's upright, is no bueno. It's bondage. It's being bound. It's being blinded. Notice that she has a blindfold on. She can't see. She's surrounded by 8 swords stuck into the ground. When it's reversed, her blindfold is removed, and she can finally see again. It's clarity. It's gaining clarity. It's gaining truth. And yeah, this guy is really going to want to show you the world and provide a lot for you, and just worship you was actually the word that just came into my mind. But like really lay out the red carpet for you and enchant you and romance you, and that's divine and lovely, and but still pump the brakes is the like main thing. There's one main takeaway here that I'm getting from this reading, is that there is a gentleman coming into your life sooner than maybe you are wanting. Like I said, you may not want to jump into another relationship ASAP. You might want some single time, some alone time first, process some things. But this person's going to jump into your life. They're going to jump into your life, and Spirit's saying that they're great. They approve. They know this person. They've been watching. They see that they're coming into your life. But they do know how quickly they move, and they just can't stress it enough that it's so crucial that you make sure that you guys take this slow and steady. So yeah, that is what I see for you, sweet Monique. Thank you so very much. Ladies, thank you for your donations. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope I brought you clarity. I wish you all the very best, and I'm sorry that this is all happening. It's never fun to deal with these things and navigate these things. But I hope I've brought you clarity and some insight. Wonderful. Good to hear. Good to hear. Thank you so much. And you are very, very welcome. You are very, very welcome, love. Thank you. think this is a wonderful new, there's definitely a wonderful new beginning on the horizon for you. Absolutely. All right. Marissa Smith, thank you so much, love, for your donation, Marissa. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Gotta put the baby to bed, but I'll chat with you soon. Yes, Jessica, let's chat soon. Absolutely. I'm gonna message you tonight. Marissa, hi. I loaned Marquez $130 to pay his phone bill. That's an expensive phone bill. I only did it because it was a loan and I felt bad. Will Marquez pay me my $130 back? What's Marquez's sign again? And what's your sign again? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay Marissa the $130 he owes her back? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay Marissa the $130 he owes her? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay Marissa the $130 he owes her? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay Marissa the $130 that he owes her? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay Marissa the $130 that he owes her? Masters and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay Marissa the $130 that he owes her? You're a Gemini. Okay, and he's an Aries. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay Marissa the $130 he owes her? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay back Marissa the $130 he owes her? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay Marissa the $130 he owes her? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, will Marquez pay Marissa back the $130 he owes her? Mind you, we're not in a relationship. Oy vey. He's already having money issues. Yeah, when I lend money to people, I fully intend on never seeing it again. Like, that's just the way I see it. Like, I can try and ask for it, and sometimes I get it, but oftentimes I don't even bother. We have Page of Cups, the Hermit reverse. I'm still just astonished at how high his phone bill is. I mean, I have a pretty high phone bill, and it's lower than that. Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Tower, and the Magician. Ace of Pentacles reversed right in the center. Eventually, and he's already having money issues. Did you know that when you lent him the money that he was having money? Well, I'm sure you did because he wouldn't have asked you for the money otherwise. Yeah, he will likely eventually pay you back, girl, but it's going to take a while. Not only is it going to take hella time, but it's going to take a lot. Right now, he's just, he legit can't. Like, I don't mean like honestly, like I feel like he's so broke right now, like it would like really like derail, like he like really is really effing broke. Like I Ace of Pentacles reverse is no good, no good in the money department. He's like just barely scraping by, just barely. He's essentially not, like he's really on his last two legs, and so at this point right now, if he were to pay you back, like I said, I don't even think he has 130 to pay you back. If he could pay you anything, he could probably maybe give you like $20 or something. Like he's hella freaking broke. And he doesn't know where the money is going to come from at this I don't know if he's working or not, but he's got to start hustling in some way if he wants to, at least be able to take care of himself. And when I said that it was going to take time and prodding, it's this Tower card here. You're going to have to push and push and push and push and push until he finally caves. And like, what he could do is put away money every month with the intention of paying you back. He could do that. If Spirit's telling me now that he legit does not have $130 to give you, he could give you some part of that, or he could start putting that away to pay you back. But he has no plan set in mind. He's in the dark with the Hermit reverse. He's in the dark. He doesn't know what to do. But I'm also seeing here with this Page of Cups and the Magician that you can, like, with time, this Page of Cups, with time and with your pushing and prodding, it will happen. But like I said, time is going to have to pass here. He's going to have to come up with some kind of strategy to pay you back, because like I said, it looks like he legit doesn't have it. And that's not to say that if he did, that's still not to say though, Marissa, that if he did have that 130, that he would pay you back right now. I still think that he's in such a desp spot financially. He's in such a financially effed up spot that he really can't. And this is not his only money woe. He's got many other money woes, and he's trying to figure out how to navigate those, navigate this, navigate that. And I feel like he's borrowed money from quite a few people. I certainly don't think you're the only one. I think he's got debts with almost everybody who he knows. That's part of that's another reason why I don't think he really has. It's not that he doesn't furtively intend on paying you back. I think he just sees it as like down the road. That's very Aries, I think, type thinking, like very immature, not mature with his finances. It's like, okay, well, even if you don't have the money to pay her back now, why aren't you devising a plan to be able to do that in some way, And that's what I just don't see him doing. He's not in the process of doing that right now. So I guess the answer is yes, but it's going to feel like work, girl. This is going to take time. This is going to take constantly prodding him. That was part of my rent money and my son's birthday in 2 weeks. Damn, girl, you shouldn't have given that to him. I know I can't tell you what to do, but yeah, don't ever give money to people if it's something that you can't part with at all. That's my rule. Is if you can't, if there's no way that you can't, like, it's crucial that you have that money, like, because you need it for this, that, or the other, and you can't, like, lose it by any means, don't give it. No one's worth that. No one's situation is worth that. Like, I mean, there's people with more dire situations too that would probably, your money. This is your son. You should have this money, not him. And that's so disrespectful. I'm sure he knows that. Well, maybe he doesn't, but yeah, my future advice, Miss Marissa, would just be, don't ever give anybody money unless you can take the risk of not getting it back, because that's always going to be a risk. I thought I would get it back. Now I feel stupid. He must have just been really convincing when he was talking to you. I'm really sorry, Marissa. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you likely will see this money, but will it be within the next? I really don't think so. I don't think he has. Not only do I not think he has it, but he has no plans. I don't think he has any way of earning it in that time, or if he does, he has other bills he needs to pay. He's in such a bad financial state right now. I don't know if you knew how bad his finances were, but yeah, he's definitely not. And like I said, if he knows, if you've told him that you needed this money for that it was part of your rent and your son's birthday, and he's still not respecting that or acknowledging that, that's really gross. He didn't really ask, but he kept saying it without asking. Oh, he kept on saying, I can't pay my phone bill. I can't pay my phone bill. Okay, got you. So so you offered to do it. Yeah. Yeah, and you guys aren't even dating. What a creep. Yeah, what a creep. That's usury. That's usury. And don't feel stupid, Marissa. Just learn from this, you know. Um but and I'm so sorry. I hope you get it back sooner than later. I really do. Prod him. Let him, if you haven't told him that this was part of your rent money and that your son's birthday was coming up, definitely tell him. Um, that might be part of this, prodding type thing. He kept saying his family wasn't helping him. That sucks. I paid my cell phone bill today. My parents don't help me. My family doesn't help me with it. And then I switched to a different phone company today because it's a lot cheaper and it has better data. Um, but yeah, I mean, he's a grown man, Marissa. Like, he shouldn't be relying on his family in the first place. Like, he should have, I don't know if he works or not, but I don't know why he's relying on his family to pay his phone bill. I don't know if your family pays your phone bill, but I I think he's and made you feel guilty, or made you feel sorry for him, not guilty but sorry for him, sympathetic towards him, and that, to me, that's just really manipulative. Um, Telling a sob story and getting someone lending you money and then not. How long ago was this? My phone bill is $115 a month. Yeah, that's how much mine was, Austin. Mine was $115 a month, and then if I traveled, it would. I think it was like $130 for the month of August because I went to Paris for 2 weeks, and with the new carrier that I get like unlimited. Like, it's like $5 a day as opposed to 15 if I travel to Europe. I have like unlimited data. It's awesome. I'm so happy I switched. Yeah, and they were shocked when I told them how much I was paying. They were like, "And it's just you?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just me." Um, we probably have the same. Do you have Verizon, Austin? It was on Wednesday. Okay, so it hasn't been too long. It hasn't been too long. You need to pay your rent by the first of the month. Have you communicated with him that money is part of that? Because I do feel like that might help expedite things here. If he gave his sob story, tell him yours. Tell him your truth. You need, it's your son's birthday, and that was part of your rent money. You have T-Mobile. Okay. Yeah, I have Verizon. Verizon's pretty expensive. I needed Verizon because the last place I lived at was right on the ocean, right on the coast, and it got really bad reception. Like, certain phone carriers wouldn't work down there. The only one that did was Verizon. Um, so I had to get that, but I moved, so now I don't need that. Yeah, I really hope, Marissa, that you have told him um, the difficulties here in him in him not paying you back. And when did he say he was going to pay you back? Because I do. Spirit is saying that he is going to eventually pay you back, but the operative word there is eventually. Like I said, it's not only going to just take time here, but also pushing him. And by pushing, you telling him, like, I need this for that. He didn't say when. You didn't ask. I would have. I would have asked him when I gave him the money. I would be like, so when do you think you can pay me back? You know. Um, yeah. Those are things. In the future, if you do lend money again in the future, you gotta ask people. Like I said, if you can't, if you have to see the money again, you have to find out. At least when they plan on paying it back. Um, yeah. I'm so sorry, Marissa. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, I would just really, really push I would push and prod. Let him know all your truths. Let him know, that you need this. He said he was waiting for his check from his boss on Friday. Okay. And today's Saturday, and he hasn't gotten back to you on that. So maybe it's just a matter of, his check coming in. Maybe it won't be that long, Marissa. Maybe it won't be that long. Maybe it'll just be like, a week or so, but before the 1st, or whenever his boss gets back in town. Okay. Hopefully that's before the 1st, but continue to hound him, prod. Don't let this slide. Don't let this slide, because I do see him paying you back, but you have to be on his case about it. Otherwise, he'll let it slip. He'll just let it slip. He won't be on it himself. Okay. So, yeah, I truly hope that you get that much sooner than later. But he bought up $30 yesterday. What do you mean? You mean he brought up? He gave you $30 yesterday? What do you mean? I'm confused. Oh my God! He asked for another $30? Please tell me you didn't give it to him. The audacity of this man. Good Lord! And he's not even your boyfriend? And then it turned to 40. See, no. Yeah, he's gonna, girl, yeah, he's a user. Don't give him any money. Please don't give him any more money. For the love of God, do not, because you're just, I really, yeah, good. That's too much. That's too much. Okay. Oh, so you stopped talking to him. Gotcha. So now you're concerned that he might not pay you back. Gotcha. Because you guys have stopped talking. Yeah, he might see that as an excuse to not pay you back. But I also don't want to encourage you, having a, I don't mind you, talking to him, dating with him, but when, him manipulating you for money, that's very different, you guys aren't dating, and, that's just, unless you're totally like, it's not a big deal, or unless he's been helping you out with other things too, like pays for, like takes you out and pays for this or that, the other, and there's kind of like a balance there. It sounds like he isn't getting you, he's not buying you anything, he's not treating you to anything, he's not treating you, the way you would ideally even want him to. Yeah, I just need space from the situation. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, definitely. I hear you. I would too. I would definitely need some space from that situation. Yeah. I would I hate to say this, but I would honestly just stay in touch with him for the soul. 'Cause just seeing his true colors here, he gives me nothing but eggplant. There you go. So that's what he thinks he's worth. He thinks that because he offers you that he can ask you for money. What is he, a gigolo? Girl, no. And I don't even want. Yeah, there you go. It's like what's the you have to like basically pay for it? Like, is that what he's trying to suggest? Like, come on, like he not to you, come on to him. Just like, what are you doing, man? Like, um, I mean, now that I've heard all this, I don't encourage you to continue talking to him, but I only encourage you to continue talking to him just to get your money back. I really don't encourage this. This just doesn't sound good. It doesn't look good, doesn't sound good. His behavior is not good. And he'll continue. It won't stop. Like you said, he asked for another 30 and then it turned to 40. It's just going to get worse and worse. I don't know, he reminds me of my child's father. And was your child's father a good guy? Or no? just doesn't sound, none of this sounds good. I think just keeping it platonic for sure is crucial, and just no, yeah, he's not a good man. Good, because good men don't behave that way. They just don't. They have they have standards, and he's and they have respect. They have self respect too. Sounds like he's got very little. He's desperate, and he's asking women for money. Just, I don't know, a bum who wanted people to take care of him. Yeah, that's what he wants. He wants women to take care of him. And what's he doing for you? Like you said, eggplant, not enough. Not enough. There's plenty of men who would be happy to provide you with that for nothing at all. And they'd even take you out. You know? He does not he doesn't even do that. He can't even do that. You know? Well, I'm really sorry, Miss Marissa. I'm really sorry. And I just hope that he does come through and comes through in the right amount of time, and doesn't continue messing around here. Like, yeah, you deserve much better, Marissa. You're very welcome, sweetheart. You are so welcome. Thank you. I really appreciate you, and hope this all turns out all right. Okay, so the donation queue is currently open, so whoever makes a donation next will be next. Thank you so much, Marissa, for your additional donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Airbnb neighbors are so noisy. Are you staying at an Airbnb right now? Or are you talking about the background noise? Do you hear the background noise? Because my parents are watching a movie. I'm at my parents' house this weekend. Can't tell them not to watch a movie. Marissa? Hey, Marissa. It's so weird. The chat is sometimes not coming onto my laptop and then coming onto my phone, and then vice versa. I don't even know. Hey, Marissa. No, the house next to me is an Airbnb. Oh, okay. And they party and stuff. Hey, Marissa. Thank you so much for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question. Thank you. A new guy started at my job named Leon, and I gave him my number today and we started talking. Oh, very cool. What do I need to know about Leon? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Hi, Philomena, welcome. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? Okay, we have Three of Cups reversed, Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor reversed, oy vey, and the Devil reversed. This guy is a troublemaker. He's a player. He's a troublemaker, girl. My dad showed him a picture of me and he wanted to meet me. Your dad showed him a picture of you and he wanted to meet you. Okay. If your dad really knew the type of man that Leon was, he wouldn't have shown that picture to him. Girl, let's just start with this Three of Cups reversed. This guy, I don't think he's in a relationship right now, but he is, Three of Cups upright is something that's short term, a short term fling. They worked together. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with short term flings. There's nothing wrong with wanting a short term fling and nothing more. But I think you're looking for something more, if I'm not mistaken. He is looking for something extremely short term. And I don't think that you're the only girl who he's talking to right now, which is also fine to talk to multiple people. You guys just started talking today. So, it would stand to reason that he is talking to other women at this time, because I do believe he is a single guy. Knight of Wands. I don't know if I've ever said this to you before, but I've said it to a lot of my clients. I've said it a lot over the years. This card, the Knight of Wands, is the guy with his wand in his hand. It's the player card. He's very, I don't want to say he's hypersexual, but he's very sexually driven, almost entirely so. I don't know how old he is or where he's at in his life, but he's the knight is on their horse, right, and they're on a journey. The Knight of Cups is looking for romance. The Knight of Pentacles is looking for money, looking for work. The Knight of Swords is looking for truth. The Knight of Wands is looking for action. Wands are the realm of action. Wands are the realm of procreation, of sexuality. So it's very, very heavily charged sexual energy for sure. I don't feel like he stays with anyone for too long. We have this Three of Cups reversed, and then we also have this Four of Pentacles reversed. He doesn't hold on to anyone for too long in his life. So I think that stands to say that, yeah, he's definitely looking for something more short term. He's not looking to be anyone's emperor. He's not looking to be someone's emperor at this time. It's not a you thing. It's not a you thing. But maybe as you guys get to know each other, maybe this might turn around. But as it stands right at this very moment, Spirit's saying that he's not looking to be an emperor at this time. But and that also might just be because he's not emperor material. A man who wants to be a woman's divine masculine counterpart is ready to put this to pasture. This Knight of Wands energy, they're done with that if they're looking for something serious. And then I see this furthermore here with the Devil reversed. The Devil is representative of sexual temptation, but it's also representative of binding. I would have preferred to have actually seen this upright, because this would have told me that he is looking for, he may not have found it like right now, but he is ultimately looking for a deep connection that's very long term, and bound. Sorry, 1 second. Hi, M. Welcome. And Philomena, thank you so much for your donation. I'll add you in just a second. Yeah, he's not looking for something that he can be really bound to and connected long term at this time. But like I said, you guys have just started talking today. So this is really brand new. But at the same time, we did ask Spirit, what does Marissa need to know about Leon? And this is what they're saying, is he's got mad player energy. Short term is typically his thing. Oh, Matt, you're M. I feel so silly. Thank you so much, Matt. Good to see you, and thank you so much for your donation. Yeah, at least up until now, he's never really held on in relationships for too long. There might have been one where he did, and that might even be part of the reason why he's not looking to be an emperor at this time. But again, this could change. This could absolutely change. But at the same, it is also something that Spirit wanted you to know. So, as I advise almost everybody, I would take this slowly and steady. Don't rush into things. No need to rush into things. No need to start having grandiose fantasies about this person immediately. There's just take it nice and slowly. Get to know him. Figure out who he is. See if what I'm saying. If you can see any of these traits, and don't try to blind yourself to them either. Be very vigilant of these traits that I'm saying that I'm telling you that he possesses. Keep an eye out for that. And just take things slowly. Just take things slowly, okay, love? There's no need to rush things. It's not a race. It's no one's gonna lose out on anything. It's best to really get to know one another. Okay. So that is what I see for you, Miss Marissa. Thank you so very much for your donation. I hope I brought you clarity, and good luck with everything. I know that's brand new. So yeah, we shall see how that ends up developing. I need to go to the kitchen really quickly. I will be right back, and when we are right back, we will commence reading for Philomena. Thank you so much. All right, and we are back. Thank you all so much for your patience. Philomena, thank you so much, Philomena, for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Philomena, it is your turn. Thank you. Hi. I met a guy yesterday. His name is Junior. He's 37 years old. We started talking, but he just got out of a relationship. What should I know about him? I'm very hesitant about giving him a chance. Okay. Do you know his sign, by any chance? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? December, but he has a December birthday. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena need to know about Junior? we have the Magician reversed, Six of Cups, the Chariot reversed, the Tower reversed, and Six of Wands reversed. Yeah, girl, I feel your hesitancy here. I feel it. Yeah, he's definitely not over this past relationship. And I don't want to say, and that's not to say that anyone who's not completely entirely over an ex of theirs shouldn't be allowed to date anyone. That's not what I'm saying, but there is baggage that is unresolved here. He hasn't fully moved on from the past with the Chariot reversed. He's not completely over her, or I should say the situation, because we have this Tower reversed. It was a tumultuous relationship, and I think it's less. Well, no, I think he's not completely over her. I take it back because we have the Six of Cups here. Yeah, so I just stopped texting him today. Yeah, the Six of Cups is looking in the past. He's not staying in the present moment. He's really stuck in the past still and reliving that breakup, reliving that relationship, the lack of success it had. But what he's reliving the most are the good times, and a lot of us do this after breakups. We idealize what we had, and we tend to dismiss the negative aspects of the whys as to, why things didn't work out, why things weren't a success, why things weren't a victory. And that's something that he does dwell on too. Like he's always blaming himself. Like, what did I do? How did I fail? How did I fail? And furthermore, he's feeling just really, that's the thing, is like I said, it's okay to date, to go out and date if you're not 100% over someone. Or no, I shouldn't say no. If you're not over someone, you probably shouldn't go out and date. But if you're not over the pain of the relationship, I don't see harm in going out and dating again, so long as one's intention is not to get over that pain through someone else. You know what I mean? Like using someone for rebound. And I think that's what he's subconsciously doing, is like, if I fall in love with another person, then I won't feel this pain anymore. And it just doesn't work that way. With the Magician reversed, he can't take matters into his own hands here. He's going to have to process this the way he needs to, and in the time amount that he needs to. I don't know how recent this breakup was, but it seems pretty fresh. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. And I get the sense, like I said, people are allowed to date if they're not fully over their past, but when they're not fully over a person and they're just looking to move on, there's a lot he needs to work through here, and he's feeling very insecure and really down on himself, and certainly doesn't love himself. And as RuPaul so wisely said, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you supposed to love anybody else? So he's not emotionally available at this time. Maybe he will be in the future, and maybe it won't take so long. But at this time, he's barking up the wrong tree. I think he should probably get a hobby or a therapist or something, talk it out, or find some other way of moving past this, so he can have a clean slate when he dating again, and isn't just carrying baggage from the past, into his new dating ventures. So yeah, that's what Spirit wants you to know. You made the right decision, I think. No hard feelings or anything, but it's not really worth getting your feelings invested in him, because he's just not emotionally available at this time. Thank you so much, Philomena. Thank you. I really appreciate you, and definitely hope I brought you clarity. Those unhealed folks, it's not a crime, but they're just trying to mitigate pain and speed and expedite healing. which we can only do so much of. We only have the power to do so much of. Matt, my buddy Matt, that's crazy, Matt. I was just thinking about you on my drive over here today. I hope you're doing very, very well, and it is good to see you. Did you want an extended reading? Yeah, that's why I stopped talking. Yeah, you made the right decision. Like that, all the reasons that spirit just gave sound just like the reasons that you had for ending the communication there. I think you made the right decision, Philomena. I think I likely would have made the same decision. And we just received a donation from Austin. Thank you so much, Austin. Let me go ahead and add you. And Austin is a fellow tarot reader. He has a channel as well. Y'all should go check him out. Go check out his channel and subscribe. He does live streams as well. Okay, Wild, I'm good. I had my performance review at work yesterday and got a raise, so that's cool. Yes, extended reading, please. Rad! Congratulations, Matt. That's awesome. What messages does Spirit have for Matt? Let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Matt with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Okay. And we just received another donation. Please let me know what your username is in the chat. Thank you so much. Okay, Matt, we have Temperance reversed, Five of Wands, the Empress, Death reversed, Page of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, Knight of Swords reversed, Seven of Wands reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups, Five of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles reversed, the Moon reversed, Ten of Pentacles, and the Chariot reversed. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, we received another donation. Please let me know in the chat what your username is. Thank you. All right, Matt. All right, there's a lot to unpack here. Right here on this day. All right, we've got Temperance, Sagittarius card, Temperance reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, and Five of Swords reversed. Temperance reversed. Temperance reversed, I would say, especially in your case with you being a Sagittarius. Temperance reversed is I've been doing my own tarot spreads the last few months, and the moon reversed comes up a lot. Yeah, and that's funny, Matt, because when I do, and I try my very best to not do readings for myself because I feel that my own subconscious desires might come into play when I'm reading for myself, whereas I'm just a third party when I'm reading for other people. It's neutral. But I've also noticed that too. I get the moon reversed a lot when I read for myself. And I feel like that's because there's certain things that spirit doesn't want to, it's not that they don't want us to know it, it's that they would prefer us to discover certain things in our lives on our own as opposed to via another conduit, like just myself. This Temperance reversed, especially for you, Sagittarius, is often a signifier of feeling imbalanced or some type of imbalance going on in your life. And as not just imbalances, but also possibly delays. I also see that with this Empress reversed here, I'll get to in a moment. But also, yeah, delays. Oh no, we have the Empress upright. But that's also an upright or reversed Empress is slow moving energy, and is often a sign that delays may prove necessary, or just there might just be a lot of like delays, kind of Mercury retrograde kind of energy when it's not Mercury retrograde, so to speak. And with this Ace of Wands reversed right underneath, I don't know if there's something new that you're trying to. Oh, that's crazy. I just opened it up right to it. I don't know if there's something new that you're trying to get off the ground, like creatively or financially, or spiritually even. But there might be some, delays in that. It doesn't mean it's not going to get done or it's not going to come to fruition, but just some delays. Yeah, lots of days in my life for a few years now. Okay. It doesn't mean that whatever you're trying to implement or start in your life is not going to happen. It just means that, again, with the delays, possible delays, that there are things that are just outside of your agency, things that are out of your hands, as is just the nature of life. And to accept, with this Five of Swords reversed, Five of Swords has always taught me that inherently there are going to be wins, there are going to be victories, and there's going to be losses and defeats in life. It's just the name of the game. We know that. We're not, not talking to a toddler. Like, we know this. But the Five of Swords to me has always signified gracefully accepting defeat or a lack of a win or a lack of an accomplishment. Just accepting it for what it is and accepting it as, I don't use this term a lot, but as fateful, not meant to be, something that would have manifested itself possibly in a harmful way or in a disadvantageous way in your life if it had unfurled. My creative work in the form of writing screenplays and potentially trying to produce something of mine again. I was wondering about that with this Ace of Wands reverse, because it was something about creation, creating something, and the start, the beginning of that, the start of that. And with this being in its reverse position too, I would also have to say that this is much better. I don't know any other way of putting it, but it's much better seeing this in its reverse position, because it's saying that while there have been delays and there have been defeats, you will overcome these, and things will come to fruition eventually. But there are just delays. It's about timing, divine timing, right place, right time. We have this Five of Wands here, speaking of which, I entered my screenplay Johnny 12-step into the Austin Film Festival script competition and ended up in the top 20%. Not bad considering the political climate, and the story is politically incorrect. Wow! Congratulations, Matt. That's wonderful news. That's quite a feat. That's great. Five of Wands here. Five of Wands is conflict, pure and simple. No other way of looking at it. In its upright position is usually indicative of external conflicts. I don't know if there's been conflicts between you and possibly coworkers or something. The last few years have been rough. I'm still in a rebuilding phase financially. I understand. I know. But this Five of Wands is signifying external battles, external conflicts. It could be, and it could very well be talking about the financial rebuilding here, Matt, with this Five of Pentacles reversed right at the bottom, and the Knight of Swords reversed, sandwiched right in between. It can be overwhelming at times, rebuilding oneself financially. Oftentimes, there's a lot to take into consideration. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to strategize and to accomplish. The gears are definitely going and have been going in your mind. And I cut off these toxic people online. And yeah, I cut off all these toxic people online, and they didn't like it. Yeah. That's good. I thought you cut. Is this a new group of toxic people that you cut off online? Because I thought you cut off those people a long time ago. But if this is a new group of toxic people, yeah, that I would see that, the Five of Wands. But I also think this Five of Pentacles reversed is speaking to your financial rebuilding. Five of Pentacles being poverty, feeling like you don't have enough. When it's in its reverse position, it's like you're coming in from the cold. You're rebuilding, just like you said. And the servers at work can be a pain. Yeah, I had a feeling it had maybe something to do with, your coworkers, the people who you work with, because it's never easy to work with other people. Same group, they keep following me around and won't let me go. They talk about me a lot on live streams. I wouldn't even watch those live streams, Matt. I would just, because then you're kind of feeding the energy creature, because they must know that you watch those live streams. Because you said they keep following you around and won't let you go, but you have the power you've always had the power to just completely block them out. So you must have let them back in at some point, and that's really feeding the energy creature there. If they're aware that you're giving them your energy and your attention to their live streams and the shit talking that they're doing about you, that's going to make them feel like, oh yeah, we've got this one. It's very toxic. Don't go back to them. Don't go back to the mess. Not worth it. It's never worth it. Never has been. Never will be. These people are garbage. They're garbage people. I ignore them, and it drives them crazy. I troll them sometimes on my channel. Okay. Yeah. No reason to. So you don't watch the live streams. You just know that they talk about you. I'm confused. How do you know that they talk about you on their live streams if you ignore them? I wouldn't even troll with them on their channels, dude. I wouldn't do that because you're stooping to their level. You're stooping to their level if you're not. I don't want to say stooping to their level, but when they go low, we go high. You don't want to be on their same energy level. People tell you, okay, yeah, you don't want to be on their same energy level, dude. I wouldn't even bother trolling them. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth your time. And I think it makes them feel like, wow, he's paying attention. Gives them a sense of power. Don't give them anything. Don't give them anything. That will drive them the most bananas. Complete absence. It's not worth it. We have the Empress, the Seven of Wands reverse. Not worth defending. There we go. It's not worth defending. It's not worth defending or fighting for, I know, not fighting or defending it at all. but it's just not worth engaging in at all. Not worth engaging in battle here. And the Seven of Wands is also a signifier of, this is very interesting. So the Seven of Wands is actually the card I pulled for today. And I like to bone up on my cards all the time, always learning. Been doing it for the past 30 or so years with tarot. When I first started reading tarot, I always read the Seven of Wands card as jealousy. People, like I always call it the must be nice. You know, when people say that, like, oh, must be nice, like must be nice for you kind of card. And then I like just never saw that definition anywhere else, and I was like, is that, I don't even think that's what Seven of Wands is about. Nay, I pulled up this book and it even says it, Seven of Wands is a sign that there are people out there who are jealous of you. People who, yeah, this could include people who are jealous of your success, people who are jealous of your powers, people who are jealous of your agency, and it's just not worth engaging in any kind of combat, any kind of battle or anything with them, engaging in any way with them. We have the Empress here and the Moon reversed. Again, with this delays proving necessary, especially in, I'd say, not especially in the realm of creativity, but yeah, in the realm of creativity for sure, because the Empress is creation. But to continue forth, man. Like don't stop submitting your screenplay. If you have other screenplays in mind, continue writing. There's a few of them. This dude Jamie has always been crazy jealous of me. He's the main one who's constantly lying about me. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not good. I would just stay in the dark, dude. I would just stay away from them. Conceal yourself. Stay away. I can create original art and you can't. Yeah, I think you told me that. That he engaged in some type of plagiarism with you. Hi, one card, one affirmation, one breath. Yes, you can get a quick read. All my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. Thank you. Yeah, this Moon reversed is saying, you know, conceal yourself. No need to show yourself in any way to these people. Just, you know, stay away. That's all you need to do. And this is interesting. We've got two cards of stagnation. We've got Death reversed and the Chariot reversed, both, as I said, signifying, yes, it could be louder. I'm on my laptop right now and the microphone has some issues, so I just need to raise my voice until I get another microphone, but thank you for letting me know. Yeah, so we have Death reversed and we have the Chariot reversed. These are both signifiers of things feeling stagnant, things not moving forward. Yet right underneath this Death card, we have the Wheel of Fortune upright, which is not just the wheel turning, not just things, you know, moving and moving out of stagnation, but for the better. Your luck and your fortune for the positive are changing for the positive. And I do see some wonderful, like a wonderful bounty coming your way. I don't mean like just like a giant sum of money is going to land in your lap, but I do see this raise that you got really, really helping you out in a big way. I see your finances. I know you're going to fix your finances with this Ten of Pentacles, and I knew you were going to anyway. It's a process. It takes time, but you're definitely on the right path. You know, when you see this card in your reading, it's no joke. To me, it's the most powerful card in all 78. Ten of Pentacles upright, no doubt about it. I'd say my fortune is tied to letting go of all those toxic people completely. Yes, I wouldn't say that's your only fortune. That's not the only thing that's coming to you, dude. I think there's other things coming to you too, and I'm gonna get to that in a moment. It is a grind. I know. Yeah, Spirit is saying that you're doing everything that you need to do. You're on the right path. You're doing what you need to do. But at the same time, there is only so much that you can have in your hands. Thank you very much for your donation, Philomena. I will add you in just a moment. There's only so much that you can take into your hands. There's only so much that you do have agency over, and that's just something to keep in mind. But when I see this card, I'm also hearing from spirit, or sensing from spirit, that you are definitely on the right path. You've got things in check. You're on the right path, um, and you are taking control and agency in every area that you need to. And I see harmony. I see some lovely harmony being restored in your life, um, in all aspects of your life. Just healthier connections with others, healthier interactions with others, even if it's just like in the workplace, or a new online community or something like that. But I do see harmonious connections with others, absolutely. Very harmonious connections with others on the horizon. Again, spirit is saying, with this chariot reverse, death reverse, spirit is saying that, things may feel like they're not, like the wheel's not turning right now, like things are stagnant, but that will be changing shortly. That your luck will be changing for the better shortly. I've just been moving forward step by step the past few years, and that's what you need to be doing. That's all it not it, yeah, that's really the best that you can do, is taking it one step at a time, just moving forward at your own pace, the pace that you need to. You're definitely on the right path, Matt. You're on the right path. Yeah, it's definitely going to lead you to this Ten of Pentacles here. Absolutely. Um, yeah, it may feel a little stagnant now, but movement is for sure on the very close horizon here. Okay. So this all looks, and except for the negative people thing, and uh, the delays and whatnot, this looks very, very good. I'm feeling and sensing a lot of positive changes on the horizon. Good positive portents, for the future ahead for you, Matt. And things changing for a lot of things changing for much better very shortly. I don't get to say that too often. I really don't, and I got to say it tonight, so that feels good. But yeah, this looks good, Matt. You're definitely on the right path, um, and you've definitely got this. All right, cool. I'm glad I did this reading. Your perspective is. Oh, you're very welcome, Matt. You are so welcome. It was really good to see you, and it's so interesting because I was thinking about you just on the drive over here, like maybe 4 hours ago. That's so interesting. I haven't seen you maybe a month or so, so it's really good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much. Glad to have brought you some good perspective there, because yeah, this looks good. I knew it would all pay off in the end. It just takes perseverance and patience. Absolutely, and that's what I've been saying, man. I've been saying that this whole time. Not to say it like that, like I've been saying this whole, but really, you got to stay vigilant, or you got to stay, persevering, focused. Um, yeah, vigilant. I don't know if vigilant's the right word. Disciplined, and focused. Yeah, and patient, most of all. Patient. Patience is a virtue with everything in this world. You know. You're very welcome, Matt. Thank you. Austin, Astro Ascension Tarot, please come to the chat, Austin. It is your turn. Thank you very, very much. And if you are watching this live stream, please, thank you for being a friend, and remember to click the like button. It really, really helps your girl out. Austin, please come to the chat. Thank you so much. Hello! The other Austin made a donation. Okay, we have both Austins make on deck tonight. How you doing, Austin number 2? It's Astro Ascension is actually first, and then you will be next, Austin. Thank you. Let me put your name there. I couldn't remember your username. Okay. A general reading. You got it, my friend. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Austin with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Okay, we have 10 of Cups reversed, 9 of Wands, the Tower, the Devil, and 2 of Cups. Okay, wow. 10 of Cups reversed and 2 of Cups. I think love's coming into your wheelhouse here, Austin. But Spirit is saying, I'll start with this 10 of Cups caveat first. How do I put this? This person coming into your life is going to be very, very special, and is going to be very, very significant in your life. This is a big love, a big love that I'm seeing here. And I see it happening very abruptly. With this tower right here in the middle, I see it hitting you like a ton of bricks, almost like immediately. And the two of you are going to be very, very, very attracted to one another. Not just physically, that is a big part of it with this 9 of Wands. But with the Devil, it's not just temptation and desire, but also a desire to be bound to someone in a serious way. Okay? And Spirit is saying that, yeah, this is big love, dude. This is a big deal. This is like quite possibly a soulmate of yours coming into your life. This two of Cups is a divinely ordained romantic connection. Big deal, big deal. Yet I was going to start with this 10 of Cups reversed, but I guess I'm going to end with it, this 10 of Cups reversed. It can be very, very hard when we first start dating someone and have deep feelings for them, or fast feelings for them, I should say, not deep per se immediately, but very fast feelings, that we can kind of jump ahead of ourselves. And this has been kind of a pattern tonight in a lot of readings I've been doing, or at least a message I've been getting from Spirit for a lot of different people tonight, that love is coming into your life, but to remember to pump the brakes, to not speed into this, to take this slowly but surely, because this very well could result in a 10 of Cups connection, but there can be danger in fantasizing about those things too soon before you fully really get to know someone. And it's tempting to do, and not even tempting. Sometimes it's just something that we slip into, as part of, being infatuated with someone. They're on our mind a lot. We're spending a lot of time with them. We're communicating with them a lot. And then sometimes we think about the future with them and envision certain things with them. And that's fine. but don't go straight to marriage. Don't go straight to the baby carriage. Like, go more for like, maybe we'll travel somewhere together and that'll give us more time to get to know one another. Or like, say you guys are dating for like a few months and then it's like, okay, well, we've traveled together, we've been dating for a few months, maybe it's time we try cohabitating, just taking things step by step, but not too quickly. And even cohabitating might be a little too soon after 3 months, but to take things slowly and surely, or else this could be, you don't want this to be a castle built on sand, Austin. You want this to be built on a very solid foundation. Saturn is in your 7th house right now. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it means something about love. I hope it does. But she's coming into your life. You're going to be meeting her if you haven't met her already. I don't think you have met her already. I think you haven't. I don't think you have. I think she's someone way brand new. And I think the two of you are going to be both very enamored with each other, and it will be tempting to move things quickly or to want to move things quickly, but Spirit is repeating over and over and over, just like slow and steady wins the race. You guys will find that you're much more on the same page than she's been with in the past with other people, and then you've been in the past with other people. You guys are going to find that you're very much on the same page in a lot of ways, not just like in the present moment, but also in the past, also in the future. You have a lot of the same goals and ideals, and but just making sure that you get to know one another is key here. But it also looks really, really special. It looks really, 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 really promising, and like this could be a really big love for you, and for her. So, and I don't get to say that too much in readings. I don't see it. I mean, I see it, but I don't see it super duper often. But yeah, that is clearly what I'm seeing there. And I don't know if you've gotten readings from other people. I normally don't ask this because it's not that I don't care. I am a little interested, but I can't speak for any other reader. But so I don't know if you've gotten, or if you've read for yourself and you've gotten similar messages, but it's very very pronounced. That was a very easy reading. It was very clear there, what I was seeing. So yes, that is what I see for you. Thank you so very much, Austin, again for your donation. And for those of you who haven't checked out Astro Ascension's tarot channel on YouTube, you should definitely go check it out. He's great. He's a wonderful tarot reader. Thank you so much, Austin. Austin number 2. Austin number 2, thank you so much for your donation. I love it too, man. I love it too, and you're very welcome. Hey, Austin, I know I'm normally curious about my life in general, but I'd like to find out what Spirit sees in my love life. There's someone named Vanessa in particular. Okay, give me 1 sec. All right. Do you know Vanessa's sign by any chance? I don't know, but I'd like to find out what Spirit sees in my love life. There's someone named Vanessa. Okay, so and I don't know how long you've been talking to Vanessa for, but do you want to do the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread? I did meet someone 6 years older than me. Okay. It might be that, it might be her. I don't know, but I'm getting more the sense that you haven't met her yet. But it could possibly be. So Vanessa's a Leo. Yeah, but how long have you been talking to her for? Because the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread can be a little difficult if I'm reading for someone, if we're asking about someone who you've only known for a very short amount of time. How long have the two of you been talking? I would say close to 10 months, but not super close. We worked together and she recently became single. Okay, yeah, that works. That works. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Vanessa's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Austin? We have Queen of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles reversed, and Eight of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Yeah, she's, I know you said she just recently became single. I feel some chemistry between us now since then because I know that sounds weird. Since when? You feel some chemistry between you since when? The energy I'm getting from her right now, he said she recently became single. So, this has happened. I'll be honest, dude. This has happened before. When I've done thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread, I should have considered this. Yeah, if someone's recently been through a breakup and if it's not affecting them, it won't show up. But it's showing. All I'm seeing in her energies is she is not fully moved on. She's still healing. She's still in a pretty dark place. Even if she ended things with the guy, even if she didn't want that relationship anymore, she's still mourning what she did like about the relationship. There was something that started it, obviously it went bad, and that's still hard to deal with, even though she's getting, she wanted out. I feel like she did. I don't feel like she was dumped. I feel like she broke up with him, but I feel like she had a really good reason to, and it's really hurting her. And at this time, she's wiped out. She's emotionally wiped out with this Eight of Pentacles reversed. She's got no reserves to put much energy, very few reserves, I should say. A little bit, but very, like, flirting. She kind of needs to flirt with someone right now. She's very lonely, very isolated, and needs some good energy, needs some cheerful energy in her life because she's feeling very despondent. And I'm not saying that means that she's not genuine when she talks or flirts with you, but she is still hung up on it, on not on him per se, but on what didn't work, the disappointment. So again, I'm curious to know when the breakup happened. Um, that would give me a better idea, and how long they were dating for. But yeah, she can't put she doesn't have the energy, emotional, physical, to put into a connection at this time. She's feeling really weak. Um, your general energies, for some reason, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. I don't know if you're feeling well. I guess I could see that if you've been talking together for 10 months and you haven't I mean, it sounds like maybe you are starting. You said you're starting to feel some chemistry. I don't know if you felt some in the past. Um, but I also get it's been about a month and she does seem to be upset about it. I just know it's a matter of time before she moves on to somebody else that's not me. That's not a good way of thinking, Austin. That's really, really like negative thinking there. There's a lot of truth to be said about the power of um, the law of attraction. If you say things like that, then you're likely manifesting it for it to be true. Why on earth would that be the case? If she's been it's just that how is that the truth? How do you know that? You can't know that. The truth is that which cannot be disproven. I could disprove that right now. There's no way you could know that for sure. Like there's just no way. She might not find the right dude at all. It might not be a case of another dude. She could be single for a while after this and we don't know. Second of all, experience and how she feels now. Experience with her. Because she's not, if you're talking experience with her, okay, but if you're talking experience with other women, she's not every other woman. And I don't get what you mean by how she feels now. You mean towards you? Right now, she's feeling pretty neutral towards you, dude. In fact, I haven't even gotten to her feelings. It's not even neutral. She has warm feelings towards you. I didn't even get to that point yet, dude. Don't shoot yourself in the foot here. You're going to set yourself up you will be setting yourself up inevitably for it. Because if you think that way, dude, that's going to start showing in the way that you behave. Self-esteem and confidence, people can see it from miles away. It's either there or it's not. And if you feel like, oh, she's gonna go off with some other guy that's not me, she's gonna sense those thoughts. She doesn't have. No one has to be a psychic to be able to pick up on that. That is That is one of the most palpable energies to pick up. Is when someone doesn't feel secure. And if you don't feel secure, that's saying that you don't feel worthy or good enough for her. And if you don't feel good enough for her, why would she feel that you're good enough for her? You've got to feel like you're good enough for her, Austin. You're more than good enough for her. If you don't feel that way, you're not going to convince her to feel any otherwise. But as it stands right now, things could go in the right direction. Her thoughts, we have the Knight of Cups reversed. Yes, she is. Philomena, we're on Austin right now. You'll be next. I'll call your name. Thank you. She is, with this Knight of Cups reversed, she's stuck. She's still stuck in the past. She's still stuck on this breakup. She's hung up on this breakup. I can't deny that. Her thoughts are lingering on this really difficult time for her. I feel like they were dating for a while, if I'm not mistaken. It was a serious relationship. It obviously did not work out. Was not successful. It's very painful to go through breakups. It's extremely painful, and she's going through a lot of hurt. And I think it's also wise to not just jump, as soon as one goes through a breakup, to just jump onto the next horse, so to speak. It's not going to heal anything. It's not going to help someone move on faster. And she's not looking. Some people do that. Some people look to just move on with another person. I was telling Philomena about that earlier. She's not doing it. She's intentionally not doing that. She's holding her horses, literally. She's holding her horses. Because she knows that she needs to. They were engaged. There you go. So that's a lot. That's a whole life. That's a lot. I know. I've just had these things play out too much already in my life. Okay, but Austin, you're saying these things like this is a unique situation that you're in here. I know maybe you've been in a similar. Maybe you've been in a similar one, but. And I know as humans, we like to recognize patterns. It brings comfort into our lives. It makes us feel that things are more predictable. And when things are more predictable, they can seem easier for us. But if you're just playing this out like it's going to be like every past experience, then you're setting that up. Like, this is a unique experience. Every relationship, every single person is totally different. And if you look at it like that, then you're likely going to manifest that. Look at her feelings for you, dude. We have the Wheel of Fortune. She does have feelings for you. Is why that's what I've been trying to say this whole time. She doesn't feel Like she's definitely not using you to get over him. She wouldn't do that to you. She wouldn't do that to anyone. She wouldn't do that to herself. But she does think that you are a great guy. Um, she thinks that she thinks that there's potential, but is it tomorrow? Is it next month? It's probably going to be longer than that. She needs time, dude. She needs time. But with this Wheel of Fortune, she also feels like you're the type of man who would have patience for her, which not every guy does. Not every person has that kind of patience. For her to, because she's still processing this. She's still turning the wheel. The gears are still going in her head as well. And she's in a really dark place right now, and a very unfortunate place right now. But she feels that you could really change that in her life. There's a possibility that you could. She's definitely not ready right now, but you are someone who she does consider. As someone who she could be with. But at the same time, she also is fully aware that she has not fully let go, but she intends on letting go. That's what she's doing right now with her full intentions is she's moving, she's healing from this connection. She's letting go of the crap that was this connection. I just wish she understood all the dark places I have to stay in until someone like her is ready. The dark places, what do you mean you have to stay in dark places until she's ready? I don't understand that. If you have to stay in a dark place until she's ready, that's not good, dude. You've got to live your life and be happy and just get to know her and be happy that she's healing and moving forward. You can't live for her. You can't invest that much into someone who hasn't invested that much into you. It's don't go into dark places just to stay. If that's what's giving you patience, then that's not worth it. And I think she even knows like she needs time, and most people don't have that patience. And it's kind of asking a lot of someone to have patience because her intention is to let go of this guy and to move forward eventually, but she wants it to happen organically, naturally, all in due time, right place, right time. So there's no need to rush into this at all. And she's going through a whole lot, and she's definitely not using you in any way to get over anything. She genuinely really enjoys your company and enjoys conversing with you and talking to you, Austin. If you start putting all this negative energy and pressure on yourself, on her finding a new guy or moving on or whatever, you might manifest that. And I don't want you to do that. You've got to think positively here. Like, all the best things that have happened to me in my life have happened because I thought of it in a positive way. The shitty things that have happened to me I've also manifested oftentimes because I felt insecure, because I felt a certain type of way. I'm the kind of guy who doesn't like to waste time. I've done too much of that in my life. I won't put my negative energy on her. Yeah, I mean, don't put negative energy on anyone. And you shouldn't. I mean, I don't know why there's negative energy to begin with. I'm sorry there is, but and if you're not the type of guy who doesn't like to waste time, then yeah, she might not be worth waiting for, because she's gonna take time, but I think she is the type of girl who's worth it, but at the same time, you also need to live your life. You don't want to waste time. I understand. So and you can still talk to other girls too. In the meantime, you guys aren't bound to one another. Not too much pressure on this, and I think things should work out nicely. Okay. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Austin. Thank you. And yeah. What do I want to say? Keep your chin up? No, it's not keep your chin up. I want you to believe in yourself more. I want you to believe in yourself more. You don't want a love like that? A love like what? I don't get it. A love like what? I want someone who knows they want me. Well, I think she doesn't want anyone right now. That's the point, Austin. She doesn't. She knows she needs to be alone because she knows that if she was with anybody right now, it would be rebound, and that wouldn't be fair to them. So she's doing what any therapist, any mental health professional would advise her to do, and perhaps that's even the case. She's doing what she's clinically supposed to do. Really, like take a break, heal, repair, restore yourself, and it's not healthy to just jump into another relationship. I think she's got a good head on her shoulders, and yeah, I also understand, you know, you want someone who knows that they want you. So if that's the case, then I would possibly, you know, look other places. That's overthinking, and I just don't see it. I'm sorry. What's overthinking? I think you're overthinking, Austin. I really do. I think that I what I'm seeing is she's not looking to be with anyone right now. It just wouldn't be healthy. But and if you're looking for someone who wants you right now, and they know that they want you, then bargain up the wrong tree, because she needs time to heal. You know. But if you really feel strongly about her, then Spirit is saying that she is worth the wait. Is all I'm saying there. Thank you very, very much. Philomena, thank you so much for your donation, love. Thank you, thank you. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you very much. You're welcome, and thank you. Thank you so much, Austin. Philomena, please come to the chat. Thank you so much, girl. Philomena, it is your turn, love. Thank you. Hey, Philomena. Thank you so much for returning. Okay. Reading on my love life for the next couple of months, and I finally settled into my new place. Great! That's good to hear. That's good to hear, Philomena. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Philomena's love life look like for the next couple of months? Ancient masters and spirit guides, what will Philomena's love life look like over the next couple of months? Ancient masters and spirit guides, what will Philomena's love life look like over the next couple of months? Ancient masters and spirit guides, what will Philomena's love life look like over the next couple of months? Ancient masters and spirit guides, what will Philomena's love life look like over the next couple of months? Ancient masters and spirit guides, what will Philomena's love life look like over the next couple of months? Ancient masters and spirit guides, what will Philomena's love life look like over the next couple of months? Ancient masters and spirit guides, what will Philomena's love life look like over the next couple of months? Ancient masters and spirit guides, what will Philomena's love life look like over the next couple of months? Ancient masters and spirit guides, what will Philomena's love life look like over the next couple of months? Okay, we have the Empress reversed, Justice, King of Swords reversed, Four of Wands reversed, and Six of Swords. Okay. It's not looking too great right now. At least, I mean, this is just the next couple of months. I do see you meeting a fellow, and part of me feels hesitant to even say this to you, but I'm not going to withhold it because it's what I'm seeing, and I'm always honest. I'm going to give you what I see here. I'm going to tell you what I see. But I see a new fella coming into your life. Rose Garden Enchantment. Hi, welcome. I see a new fellow coming into your life actually within the next 2 months. But Spirit is saying, it's so yeah. Do you see how I kind of don't want to tell you because it's like I feel like I'm shooting the next guy who comes into your life. I feel like I'm shooting him in the foot before he even has a chance. But Spirit is saying, so I do want you to give him at least a little bit of a chance. I'm not asking you to go on a date with him or anything like that, but at least a phone conversation maybe, just to suss him out. But there's someone who could be potentially manipulative in some way. A guy who's because the King of Swords reversed is definitely like mental manipulation, deception. So I I don't want to solely just the next dude that comes to you. It might not be the next dude. There might be more. Likely there will probably be more than one fellow who you are introduced to romantically or meet romantically over the next couple of months. That's also something that I want to clarify too. Is I don't think that you're just going to meet one new guy over the next couple of months. I think you're going to meet more than just one. But one of them. So he's a player and a waste of time. I'm not getting player. No, I'm not getting player energy. No, I'm not getting player energy. I'm getting manipulative. I'm getting controlling, manipulative. Someone who wants to control and manipulate a woman. Like have her, like and keep her, but like on his terms. Gaslighting, gatekeeping, the sort, narcissistic type. That's more the energy I'm getting. I'm not getting player. It's more like you're mine now, and that's a dangerous dynamic. You don't strike me as the type who's like attracted to that idea. Essentially, someone who's looking to be locked down or to lock down a relationship that's very toxic and manipulative and one-sided, possibly abusive, potentially abusive. I unfortunately don't see an actual union coming in the next couple of months with this Four of Wands reverse. Four of Wands being a union between two people. I furthermore see the lack of that. I'm too strong about. I was thinking the same thing. I thought the exact same thing. I'm like, a woman like Philomena, way too strong for that kind of shiz. No. And I will say, well, no, I was gonna say I've seen some really smart women succumb to men who ended up treating them in similar ways that I just described. But I just said smart women, which you are, of course, too. But they were smart. But reflecting on the ones I'm thinking of, they're not, even to this day, the strongest thing they've done would be to have left them, and of which I'm only thinking of one that did. Oh, I'm sorry. So what I'm saying is, sorry. I don't know what you last heard, but yeah, the sound is really bad on here. I'm so sorry, honey. I need to fix this on my laptop, and I don't know how, so got to figure that out. So I'll just project. But yeah, when I think about the type of women who have fallen victim to relationships like that, they are. I've definitely met smart and known smart women who fell victim to that, and I just said, of which you are as well. You're a very smart woman. But these women that I'm thinking of that did fall victim to these kind of very toxic relationships, I'd say they were smart, which always surprised me, but they weren't strong, and they weren't, unless I'm thinking of one who actually left the connection, the toxic thing, and she's the strongest. She's the one who finally had to find strength. But the others that I'm thinking of that are stuck in these toxic relationships, it's really sad, and I'm always surprised because they're so smart, but they don't have the strength that you have. You have you're a very strong woman, as you know. You're incredibly strong, tough as nails. And that's not something that you would recognize it from a mile away. Because you have your boundaries that you don't allow to be messed with. Your standards are very, very high, and you don't allow any of those to be messed with in any way. And that's so commendable. And I often, I feel like it's honestly like some of those, like, yeah, the strongest and smartest women I know who aren't in relationships at this time. And it's like, yeah, because a lot of not so smart or not so strong women settle for guys that are not good to them, or that are controlling, and then they mask it as love when it's not. It's abuse. Well, he's going to meet his match. He sure will. He sure will. And it ain't you, babe. It's not you. You're not his empress with this empress reverse. It's not you, babe. But there will be like, yeah, nothing's gonna hurt you. No one's gonna hurt you. No one's going to harm you. No one's going to even get you remotely wrangled into a situation like that. They're not even gonna come close. With this Justice card, you've got a really good head on your shoulders, girl. And I feel like you're going to be talking to a few different guys over the next couple of months. And it's one of them who's going to try to get really close to you, and I feel like you're going to sniff it out really quickly and walk away and get to calmer waters with this Six of Swords. I feel like you're going to sniff it out real fast. So I feel like I feel you're going to meet multiple guys, new guys, over the next couple of months, and one of them is a bad seed. The other ones just don't do it for you. It's not that they're bad guys or anything. It's just like either there's just no chemistry, like, and chemistry can't be forced, and chemistry is detectable almost immediately. Yeah, I hate to say it, Philomena, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, but the energy does, and this is just the energies. There's still free will in the world, and there could be a good guy that does come into your life over the next couple months, but it's not looking super great at this time. Again, it's all about divine timing, right place, right time. And yeah, I was even talking to someone about this, a friend of mine, last night. It's really about the Three of Wands, about patience, which can be so tough. But it's, yeah, because and we need that patience, because chemistry is, for some people it's very easy to find. For others, it's not. It doesn't come so easily, and you can't force it, and it has to just happen on its own time, organically, and you'll find it. You're gonna find it, love. I still think you're gonna find it by the end of this year. I still stick by that. I still do. I think that, like, at least the beginnings of this man coming into your life, I feel like you're gonna at least meet him, like, possibly like during holiday time, holiday season or something. Um, but I still stick by that, Philomena. I still feel like you're gonna meet this guy that I've been seeing in your readings in the past. I feel like I know he's still coming, but I feel like he is coming before the end of this year. And yeah, so Spirit is just saying it's not the right time right now. But to also, to not let that be gospel truth. There's always changes in the air. There's always, things that change abruptly. There's things that are not fated. That spirits and the angels have not fated. They haven't ordained as fate. So there's things that just happen randomly. So you could just meet someone, in a non-fateful way that does organically work with you. So I don't want to say, like, no, it's not going to happen at all. And that's, not a positive way outlook, but I also feel like the time is coming. It's coming soon. Okay. Thank you very, very much, Philomena. I really appreciate you, love, and I appreciate your patience, because I know I was reading for a few people. Oh no, my phone just died. Oh shoot. 1 second, everybody. No. Okay. All right. So, looks like we are all through. Wow, I just totally, like, put my butt in the screen's face. Sorry about that, everybody. Y'all didn't need to see my bum. We just received a donation. Thank you so much, Walt, for your donation, my guy. Woo! It is much appreciated. And it looks like you posted your question. Sorry, I'm just starting things up again. My phone just died, as you just heard. Walt, thank you, thank you. Let's get right on into this. A new house is being built in my area. It will probably be completed around March of next year. Will I move into this house once it's built? Okay, so you're looking to purchase it or rent it once it's built. Do you know what the details are regarding that? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the new house being built in his area by once it's completed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the new house being built in his area once it's completed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. It's a 2-story home. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the new house being built in his area once it's completed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the new house in his area once it's completed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the new house in his area once it's completed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the new house in his area once it's completed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the new house being built in his neighborhood once it's completed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the new house being built in his neighborhood once it's completed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the new house being built in his neighborhood once it's completed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Walt be moving into the house being built in his neighborhood once completed? And Walt, what's your sign? I don't really know why that's a relevant question for me to ask you, but I'm always just curious. So I mean, I don't see how it could hurt. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but here's what we got. We have Eight of Wands reversed, Page of Wands reversed, Three of Cups, Pisces, okay. Queen of Pentacles reversed, and Page of Swords reversed. Not looking good. It's not looking good at this time. It's something that, but it's something that I think you can do something about. With this Eight of Wands reversed, I believe I asked you and you didn't answer, and that's fine. But I believe I asked if you had looked into how, if the house was going to be for sale once it's built, or if there's already owners that are having it built and they're planning on moving in already. If they're planning on actually selling the house, or if it's being rented out. We've got both the Eight of Wands reversed and the Page of Swords reversed, and these are both cards that are indicative of a lack of information that's necessary. Lack of information that's necessary with this Eight of Wands reversed. And lack of communication, really lack of communication in, with those who are going to be either selling or renting the house or whatever, finding out what they want to do with it. Discovery, Page of Swords reversed, finding things out, attaining knowledge. There's knowledge, there's a lot of knowledge that needs to be, not a lot, but there's very pertinent pieces of knowledge that need to be attained in order for you to be able to live in this house. And there's really only, Spirit sadly is saying that there's really only so much that you have in your hands here with the Page of Wands reversed. There's only so much you can do. You can definitely communicate with them and get this information. That's something that you should really do if you haven't done already. You may have already done it. I don't know. So I could be totally off here. If you've already done it, this could be meaning something else. But if you haven't found those specs, discovered those specs yet, you're going to want to do that. It's going to be one of the first things that you do. And while there are only so many things, only so many factors regarding you being able to move into this house that are in your hands, there are a lot of factors that are that are indeed in your hands, like what I just said, like getting the necessary information, and setting that path up, or setting up that path, that pathway towards moving in there. It is possible. It's a possible possibility. But as it stands right now, it is not possible because you don't have the information. But it's with attaining knowledge regarding these very pertinent specificities. It is possible. It is possible that there will be a happy home. I actually contracted the construction company that's building that. Oh, so you know all this stuff, and all they gave me was a blueprint. I read contracted. Sorry, you actually contacted the construction company that's building the house, and all they gave you was a blueprint drawing of what the house will look like. Are they under NDA or something? Kind of sounds like it. If they're being that like secretive and and actually that speaks to this, dude. That's this Eight of Wands reverse. It sounds like they're not giving you the information. Okay, so you sought it, you asked them, you contacted them, and all they gave you was a blueprint. That's real helpful. I'm sorry, man, that sucks. Okay, so I feel like it sounds like they're under NDA, dude. And that could be also what this is about. This could be saying it's not that you haven't attained the knowledge and you need to, it's perhaps that you won't be able to. They could be under some kind of, legally binding thing that prevents them from disclosing anything. Also, sorry, 1 second. Um, it might, I don't know if you know what your budget is, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. But it definitely sounds like you don't know what the price is of the house. They're not disclosing any information here. So yeah, it sounds like you don't know like any of the specificities, and they're not revealing it. And yeah, in order to, I mean, so again, I don't know if they're looking to rent the house out or if they're going to be looking to sell it. And I don't know what your budget is for a house at this time. And you don't have to tell me, but not knowing how much the house would cost you, whether it be, getting a mortgage or rent, um, is not helpful to the situation either. Um, so yeah, this like glaring lack. I shouldn't even say, well, lack of information and withholding, gatekeeping of information from you. But it may be legally binding. That might be why they're withholding the information from you. I don't think it's anything personal. It's not like they saw you and said, we don't want that guy to move in here. No, it's nothing personal. I do think they're bound under contract in some way, or contractually bound in some way. Um, so it's a possible possibility. It's a possible possibility, Wall. I don't want to say it's completely impossible, because it is, but it's very difficult. They're being very difficult. They're making the process very difficult for you to attain, to make this opportunity yours. Um, and yeah, unfortunately, that is what I'm seeing. It looks like you perhaps have done everything that you need to do, and well, yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to say. Is there's only so much that's in your hands, and there's things that are completely out of your hand. And it sounds like you actually have taken care of all the things that are within your agency, and your power and your sovereignty. Um, Now it's people being withholding on their energies and their information, with these, wands being the realm of energy and action. um so yeah, I'm hoping that this gets better. I'm hoping that with, hopefully this will turn around and there will be some communication, some intel here for you, so you can get yourself started on the path towards that. But as of right now, they're making it very, very difficult, excuse me, for you to be able to move in there, once it's completed. But hopefully that will change. Hopefully that will change. Tarot is all about current energies, reading the current energies. So as it stands right now, doesn't look great. But come hopefully a month or so from now, or even sooner, the energies will have shifted, because hopefully you'll get that information. I guess we'll see what happens in the future, but I'll definitely see. Yes. Oh, and remember, trust and believe. Yes, always stay positive, stay optimistic. I try to maintain I'm a realistic optimist. I stay optimistic. I stay positive, because that usually yields the best, always yields the best results. But I do bear in mind that, not everything goes my way, and that might happen. It's a reality. Um, but so long as I'm doing everything that I can, both in my own actions and thoughts and attitude, then, or everything that you can, I should say, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. So, yeah, it will. It's one of those things that is not fated. It's not set in stone. It's not promised. So it will reveal itself in the future. But yeah, I truly hope that they provide you with that information that you need. Because yeah, they're either being really, really silly, which I don't think they are. I still stand by the NDA thing. Thank you so much, Walt. I really appreciate you, and I hope I brought you a little bit of clarity there to difficult situation to kind of fully see. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. Are you new? I don't know. I think you're new to the channel, unless I read for you a while ago. I don't recall reading for you before. And if you are new, um, thank you and welcome to the Chan Chan. Thank you so much for your subscription, and yeah, I'm happy to have read for you. Thank you very much. All right, so yeah, it looks like we are now all up to speed with donations. So I'm going to do a last call for any and all donations tonight. If you have a question that you would like me to answer tonight, I am still here and alert and awake and more than happy to read for you. Last call, everybody. Last call for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you. Last call, everybody. Last call. Last call for all donations tonight. If you have a burning question that you need me to answer, I'm more than happy to answer it for you. Just send your donation in and we will get started. But you've got about 45 seconds, so if a reading is what you want, please just type real quickly actually in the chat that you are making a donation, and we'll wait for you if that's what you want. Last call tonight for all donations, and please keep in mind, remember when I haven't been on for like 4 or 5 days, and when that happens, you can always send me your donation if you have a question and you haven't seen me on and you need me to answer it. I can answer it for you privately over DMs on Instagram or typed over email. But yeah, I'm pretty much available like every day for readings. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you. All right, looks like everyone is taken care of and happy. I will be on tomorrow. I don't see why the heck I wouldn't be. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you tomorrow.